It was a little bit closer than I would have liked it to be, but Charles Johnson still ends up going out there and getting the victory over Sumudarji and cashing as our lock of the night play for UFC Vegas 99. Unfortunately, we do take an L on our KSW 99 lock of the night play, who ended up losing by split decision. So now that brings our yearly record to 74 and 37 for a plus 11.85 unit profit and a 2% ROI. Again, I'm happy that I'm in the profit, so at least it's not a losing venture here, but still far from the goal that I wanted to have by the end of the year. 2 more months to go. Let's see if we can close out strong here. A reminder, there is also LFA 195 going down this weekend, and I will be dropping an MMA Lawcast bonus episode for you guys. Look for that on Thursday, where I'll have a full card breakdown for that entire event. I also have it on written form, or in written form, on the Lock of the Night Patreon page, which you can find in the link in the description below. That's where you'll also be able to find which of these 3 upcoming Lock of the Night candidates I actually went with as my official UFC 308 Lock of the Night play. You can either guess it in the comment section below or just hop on the Patreon page and find out. And not to mention, continue to join the growing community and the insane run that we've been on in 2024 from an overall perspective. I think I'm overall plus 85 units tracked at this point in time for the year. So I'm very happy in regards to that performance. But yeah, that's where you guys can check out all my official plays and everything else. All the other good stuff, the degenerate, fun, parlays, props, all of that stuff. A ton of great perks on the MMA LOTN Patreon page. Link in the description below. All right, let's get into the top 3 Lock of the Night candidates for this big UFC 308 card going down this week. And reminder, it also starts at 10 a.m. Eastern are the prelims. 2 p.m. Eastern is the main card, so don't get caught sleeping in. All right, first candidate up is going to be Rinat Fakhretdinov, coming in at minus 250 as he goes up against UFC newcomer and short notice replacement Carlos Leal. Now, Carlos was actually scheduled to fight on the UAE Warriors card on Tuesday, so he was in camp and preparing to fight on this, at least this weekend, or this week, I should say. So it works out perfectly for him to jump in here to take on Rinat on a short notice spot. Leal is a very solid fighter that deserves to be in the UFC, but unfortunately, he is going up against a bad stylistic matchup here in Fakhretdinov, who should be able to utilize his wrestle heavy approach to put Leal in bad positions and grind him out over the course of 15 minutes. Leal could potentially have some success in the 3rd round, but I don't think he'll be able to produce as much success as guys like Dalby and Elizio Zaleski were able to. Look for Fakhretdinov to grind this fight out and possibly cash as a Lock of the Night play. The second candidate for the Lock of the Night is going to be the chalkiest of them here in Miktaibek Orobai, who comes in at minus 310. He's going up against Matthias Rombeski in a matchup that is surely to produce some grappling scenarios and scrambles that will truly be entertaining, but I believe at the end of the day, the Orobai has the better gas tank and the better ability to scramble, which will constantly keep Rebecki working, and we've seen what it's done to him in the past, especially in his last fight against Diego Ferreira. It will cause him to slow down, leave a lot of openings in the striking realm, which is where Orobai has a little bit of an advantage in terms of being a little bit crisper and a little bit straighter with his punches, but ultimately having that grapple heavy approach, setting a high pace, getting those scrambles going, that will slow Rombeski down and allow Orobai to run away in deep water and either get a late finish or end up winning this fight on the scorecards, but most importantly, cashing as a Lock of the Night play. The third and final Lock of the Night candidate is going to be Lerone Murphy, coming in at minus 260. He's going up against veteran Dan Ige here. Now, Lerone Murphy coming off of a main event victory over Edson Barboza earlier this year, and now being put up against a veteran who's pretty much fought everybody that there is to fight at this weight class. But Murphy is the quicker, stronger, more physical and athletic version of Dan Ige, and he has a great all-around game to nullify whatever Ige is going to be throwing at him, whether it's going to be in the striking realm where Murphy should be the quicker and more powerful striker, or if it's in the grappling realm where Murphy could put Ige into some compromising positions and grinding this fight out. But I expect to see an overall better performance from the British fighter here in Lerone Murphy. Look for him to go out there and grind this victory out and pick up a victory and hopefully cashing as a Lock of the Night candidate for us. All right. Top three candidates are the chalkiest that I've probably dropped in my entire history of this lock of the night segment, but a lot of chalk on this card that should come through. These are at least at somewhat playable lines. Which of these three did I end up going with? Check the link in the description below to find out. Otherwise, let me know what your lock of the night play is in the comment section below. I'll see you guys later today for the top three dog of the night candidates. See you guys then. Peace.